Let's start this off with our question. Now, the internet's a little bit of a buzz right now because somebody shared a picture of Mark Hamill's autograph table from Fan Expo. And on the autograph table, it shows that for an 8x10 photo signed by him, it's $400. And then it goes up from there. $500 for a premium, $700 for what's called a bulky, which I'm not entirely sure what that is. That's been getting people a little excited. Like, why is it so much money? Have you ever paid for a signature before?
No.
Would you pay for a signature?
No. I mean,
yeah.
Okay, like if it was like, okay, 5, 10, $20. I mean, okay, sure. I mean, that's a lot of money for a signature. I'm in a strange place where like famous people don't matter to me that much.
Right.
So I know like when something happens, like maybe a celebrity, passes away, like people get genuinely upset. And I'm like, man, like, yeah, that sucks. But like, I didn't know that person. No one matters enough to me to pay $400 for a signature. You know what I'm saying?
Do you think there is something there with like having to create a scarcity so that his signature is worth having? Maybe is there something like that, or is it just like, hey, he's got to pay the bills?
Yeah, I think you just got to pay the bills. I mean, I don't. Maybe the Disney money ran out. You know what I'm saying?
I doubt. I mean, he's definitely getting residuals somehow.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like, he's definitely got residuals from Star Wars.
It seems like for me, the one time I did pay for signatures, my very first Star Trek convention, they had like different packages you can get, which had seating attached to it. So like really the value was also in the seating. But me and Jonathan both paid $150 each, and it gave you like an array of signatures you can get. Plus you could pay extra for certain people or to meet certain people, and you also sat closer depending on what package you picked up. So it was a lot more value than just the signature. But yeah, it was $150 each, and that granted us a ton of signatures. I believe it was William Shatner of all people. There was like an extra $50 if you want, or $60. I remember that it was $60 for Shatner, and I was like, I don't know. I ended up getting a signature anyways, just because not having to pay for it. But it was like, it's Shatner. I'm all right. I know enough grumpy old pen.
Yeah, like maybe Leonard Nimoy, but like
100%.
I don't know. I don't know about William Shatner. It's a really weird gray area for me, because on the one hand, you need us, right? Like you're an entertainer, you need your fan base. But I don't want to turn that into where some people feel like I'm your fan, you owe me something. But I don't agree with people who, I saw this person on the street and I ran up to them and I begged for their autograph and a selfie. Like, sometimes they're just trying to live their lives too.
Yeah, it does negate a lot of that, right? A lot of that kind of just bum rushed by everybody who you walk by.
But if you're doing an event, you're there to promote yourself as a brand.
Right. And I think the event should be paying you to be there, and that should be part of the signature thing. Like the reason people would go out is because I pay to get through the door to go get your signature.
I don't feel like a signature costs you anything, and you're only it's just PR for you. So you're already getting a benefit out of this event, and the event is getting a benefit out of you. So why are we charging this much money for signatures? I'm sure some people think it's great. I think it's a bit much, personally.
Matter of fact, at that Star Trek convention I'm talking about, I remember there's kind of the market area, like it's Artist Alley essentially, where you can like go buy cool memorabilia or whatever. And there were some people who would be there for signatures because there they could sell their stuff not attached to the event. So like they could sell it for like $20 a pop instead of being included in the $80 package or something. So yeah, it is a commodity, but it is kind of weird. And I think for a lot of people who don't go to conventions at all, we're shocked that signatures are a value in their first place. I know myself, I can never imagine myself trying to sell my signature, so, but yeah, it is a value for some people. And I think it was just a shock in general. And then also the level like $400. Like I love you, Mark Hamill, but damn, man, that's a lot of Star Wars Blu-rays I could buy.
If you go to like a book signing, do they charge you to sign your book?
A lot of times for book signings that I've been to, you have to buy a book there.
I mean, that's fair. You're like, okay, I have to buy a book, but like, how much is a book? Not $400. That's for damn sure. Okay.
And actually, I've been to conventions where they don't sell the signature necessarily, but they do sell the pictures if you didn't bring a picture of that person to get signed.
Right.
And that's like that's like such a smart move, I think. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I think that's fine. Because you're at least sort of selling a product. Like, here's a picture, and then like you happen to also get a signature. Mm-hmm. Now if you're selling $400 signed pictures, then we're right in the same boat again.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, you're like, okay, you bought the book, you supported the author. The author is here to promote themselves, and you're here for a signature. Like, I think that's kind of a win-win for everybody. Whereas going to a convention and charging large amounts of money for a signature, I don't know, it feels almost like exploitive, you know?
It does. You're totally right. It does feel, yeah.
And I like Mark Hamill too. You know, don't get me wrong. I like Mark.
I was just in I won't say, I would try to avoid politics, but I was in a certain Zoom meeting that he was in, and hearing him talk was so freaking cool. So yeah, that was pretty amazing there.